Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you're good and I hope you are well. First of all, I'd like to apologise. There's actually no visuals in this video, but it's just me and Chipo having a bit of girl chat, bouncing off each other, just having a conversation like we do. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Let's get into the video.
When you can call someone a gold digger for wanting a guy that's got his ish together. So just that. I wanted to discuss that because I feel like we might have different opinions.
What do you think about how?
Start with personally you regarding a man's financial status.
I think, for me personally,
That's the chair speaking. I'm not farting, by the way.
for me personally, I'm gonna be real. Let's be real. It doesn't bother me whether the guy has money or he doesn't.
What extent do you mean doesn't though? Because
Okay, so there's
if you can't take me to go and have a Happy Meal once a week, or not even once a week, just like if you can't even afford a Happy Meal, like
okay, that's different.
Yeah,
What I
yeah.
mean, like on a general basis, like they can afford. They've got a
you
job.
can afford to live.
Yeah, you can afford to live. They've got a job. They've got a
Okay.
house and everything, but they're not like as flashy out there.
Mhm.
And then what I mean by like rich or money is like they're always flashy and spending. They throw like things at you like in a way, and they just take you on this lavish lifestyle. No, don't get me wrong. I do love a lavish lifestyle, but I don't think I'd want to live up to that. Like for me personally, because. So what's your question really? Because I think I'm trying to, because I think I just went to
Yeah,
like.
okay. Personally, me myself, right? I know for a fact that I don't have my ish together, or the ish that even looking back to when I was 15, 16, the stuff that I wanted to have then that I thought I would have at 23, I don't have some of that stuff, right? So I feel like
I do.
So I feel like I can't expect that of a guy, but who is the same age as me. So I think age is a really big factor in this, because if you are, let's say, 29 and you have, and I have as little, not as little, I'm not saying that because that would make me sound so ungrateful. What I have, because I am grateful, what I have, but if you have less than me and you seem as if like you're not even elevating yourself or trying, or you're not motivated, you're just
I don't like that.
Exactly. And age plays a really big factor in it.
But then you could have.
As long as you
somebody-
try it, right? What I'm trying to say is, for me, as long as you can even work as McDonald's, but as long as you're trying, let's say you're in uni, you're in college, you're doing a training course, you're whatever, you've got another side hustle, you're whatever, you're trying to do whatever else, or you're trying to elevate yourself in some kind of way, or at least you're trying or something. At least just I need to see that you are physically trying. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it wouldn't bother me in that sense, but as well, I think it depends on my age. Because when I get to a point that I want to start a family or whatnot, like I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to think whether me and my children will have a house to live under. That's what, like, why I wanted to discuss
But then,
this.
do you focus on the other, like what the guy brings, than also yourself? Because you also need to be. I know you're saying that you need a guy that's goal focused and everything, but why can't you also be so independent yourself that you don't really need like a man to rely on? Of course, when a man comes, you join together, and the man is supposed to be the head of the house. But I mean, like with what you're saying.
Yeah, I get what you mean. But when you say head of the house, to me, it means head of the house. Like, I know someone who, I don't know if I should say this. Let me try and be as vague as I can, so maybe she will watch it and she won't know I'm talking about her.
Yeah.
Okay, this person doesn't have to do anything in terms of financially, right?
Mm-hmm.
Husband sorts all the fixtures, like all the same bills that come out every month, like, you know, whether it's rent, mortgage, water, whatever.
Mhm.
He everything.
Mhm.
Not that I'm not
my
saying.
sister does that.
I'm not
but
saying.
I'm gonna speak like being honest.
I'm not saying I want that. No. That would be nice, but I understand that not everyone can do that because he might not be earning that much to do that, and that's totally fine. But he's taken the point I'm trying to make is that he's taking control. He's being a provider. So cool. If you can't provide that to me, I won't at least want you to provide some in other ways. If it's not financially, and it should never be solely financially, but you need to contribute to the household. Like, do you know what I mean? It doesn't all come to. I don't know. I feel like it's a lot.
So, but then we're going off topic because we're trying to find like what is the fine line of being a gold digger and.
I don't know whether you can talk about it without going off topic.
Because that is such like a broad, like you can go so much.
What were you saying, your sister? What?
Like, in my sister is the exact same. Not because he wants, not. Let me not try to put it. Because he wants to. So my sister works, but her money is kind of like her money.
Yeah.
And
like savings that she feels like taking on holiday, getting her lashes done, taking her daughter out, whatever. Her money's her money, right? Yeah.
But still, she still does contribute.
Yeah, but you would do. If you didn't contribute, I don't think to me, you're not like I
But then there are some women that just So going back to
nothing at all, or maybe if you're not contributing here, you must be doing like coming back to the housework and or maybe you just book a random holiday and be like, I booked a holiday, all paid for, let's go. Where's your money going then? Like, do you know what I mean? I think I would judge you if you had a guy who was willing to do that, to provide financially and everything, and you just don't do anything at all.
Yeah. So going back to the topic of being
a gold digger.
And so what do you think a gold digger is?
Should we get an actual definition of?
But what? Let's just say what we think a gold digger is.
I think a gold digger is when you have your mindset and you're like. My definition of gold digger is someone who that chair. I'm not fastening it again. But it's like someone who intentionally has a mindset on, I want to find a guy, or I want to be with someone or see someone or whatever who I want to benefit from. Whether that's financially,
emotionally, physically,
whatever. Because I think that can be quite broad. So, yeah, that I feel it's as if to me the only difference is if you actually go out with the intention of, right, this is what I'm looking for. I will not go under 50 grand after tax per year. Like, literally give yourself very specifics, or there's no room of movement. Do you know what I mean? Therefore, you're not going with your heart on what you're feeling. You're going only solely with what the person has in their pocket.
And what they can offer you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a blesser. Right, it says here, basically what you just said, a gold digger is a woman who forms relationship with men purely to obtain money or gifts from them. So,
yeah. So you're actually going out, setting out to do that. But I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with.
I think it's just like women that just care about a man's bank. Should we ask him what he thinks a gold digger is?
Yeah, and then he can say
when he comes back.
What do you think it is?
Basically the same, like what I just said, the woman that's just after his bank. Like his bank account.
But
like
I think
his bank is like.
I reckon if you happen to find that and to like someone before you know what his financial status is like,
that's different.
Yeah, because
that's different.
That's why I find it so uncomfortable. People asking each other like, oh, so how much you get paid? Like, I kind of
Well, to be fair, I feel like when you get into that.
Benton, what do you reckon a gold digger is?
What?
A gold digger. What's the definition of a gold digger?
A gold digger is someone that's just been lazy, and you know he doesn't want to work, go to work, and he just want to fucking dig and dig and dig. And a fucking gold digger. It is a fucking game.
Right.
Okay, this is PG.
Okay, that's fine. I'm
Thanks
sorry.
for your input. Thank you for your input.
All right, ladies. Yeah.
Bye.
Are you all right?
Yeah, we're good.
You're
Are you alright?
Okay, so apparently from a man's point of view, a gold digger is a person who's lazy and who just wants to dig and dig. I will not do the actions he was doing. Who wants to dig and dig and dig and dig. But he's drunk, like that's not credible at all. I was saying he's drunk, so I won't even.
Oh yeah, he's drunk, so don't listen to what he's saying. But what was it? See, if we go off topic.
I was saying the whole gold digger thing, like I was saying the whole money situation. Like I just don't think like at least you know you're way deep into it, and then even that way, I don't think I would ask. I would know, but what you can do and what we do and how much. Like I would just be able to gauge like what your financial situation is like.
But then people could also play you.
True.
People could also play you.
True.
So I think once you find that you're in that, like your relationship has gone that strong, I think it's important to find out like
to talk about
the finances and talk about situations like what can happen. What if I lose money or what if he loses money, and then what we're gonna do, like that kind of thing. But I'll definitely find out.
Have you been watching The Real?
Yes, I have. No, but it's true. Even they were talking about like real life stuff. You need to talk. I remember when my sister before. Look, I'm talking about her business now. But she was saying,
she's gonna be like
right. She was saying that before, like when you go to marital counseling
with the pastor.
Yeah, they did that with the pastor, and they were saying that you need to talk about these situations, like exactly
how we're gonna handle it.
Yeah, how you're gonna handle it if one loses money or if one doesn't bring enough into the family, like as the male, as the
how do you
breadwinner.
ever know how you're going to handle it though? I feel
Well,
like
you never
there's
know,
some
but you just
situations in
prepare
life.
yourself. Just prepare yourself like for the worst. It's not like divorce. And what actually should actually prepare yourself, because it's never an ever ending kind of thing, because anything can happen. But I'm just really like, just prepare yourself so you just aware. You know, people are different. There's some people that think they'll go into this thing and everything is all smooth. Like they're so naive that nothing will ever happen. But then you need to go into it with that kind of like mentality.
An
open mind, so that you know like these things. So to me, a fine line between a gold digger and not a gold digger is like, I think it's all goes down to your moral values and what you believe in and what.
So you don't think there's a general definition of a gold digger?
Well, there is a definition, but I mean like crossing the line.
Okay.
That's what we're talking about.
Right, yeah.
Like crossing the line from just being like normal into a relationship than being like a gold digger. So I think it goes down to you personally, how you feel and how you value yourself and how you value the other person. Because you could go in and how you perceive things. Because I'm not a sort of person, well, I'm not anyway, but what I mean like is I like my things, but to a certain extent. I'm comfortable with what like
you live within your means.
Yeah, like I'm comfortable. If he has money, great. If he hasn't got money, that's still great. Like I'm not like
But what do you mean by that's still great then? Because okay, let's just say this is a scenario, right? You are okay. Right, what are you doing to my phone? Right, you have a scenario, right?
I'm living in it now.
Huh?
I'm living in it now. With my situation.
Oh, you're just gonna throw it all out there. But how do you?
You just have to accept.
But do you have like as weird as it sounds, in your head that you're like, okay, hopefully let me give you 2-3 years and hopefully we can get to a place where we can maybe have a bit more disposable cash, or like have you put a timeline on things?
This is why you plan your things ahead and you know your goals and what you want to do. Like for instance, like not that I've got everything, but if you look, okay, I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm gonna put it out there. So my fiance is over in South Africa. Well, my husband, not my fiance. I keep on forgetting.
Got so deep.
I keep on forgetting.
I love to see you be this deep. I like it.
Right. So my husband is over in South Africa, and obviously.
Oh shoot, you have a husband.
Ha 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 ha. Right. He's over in South Africa, and I'm over here. And if you look at like the currency, like rand hasn't got power than pounds, right? So in our situation, I'm not gonna. In this situation, it will look like, or that's what it is. Like I have more of the upper hand than he does in terms of financially.
But that's because it's currency.
That's because of
But if you were in the same country.
But he still does like things, like other things, and he still does provide as a man.
You see what I was meaning by you could be not, let's say, lacking, but I say that very loosely in that particular department. But if you contribute, it's all about balance.
Yeah.
If I know, oh, I can't do this, I can't provide you with this, but I really want to. Even like running you a bath when you come in for work when you're tired sometimes.
Yeah.
Remembering you like I don't know, chocolate chip ice cream, just like something to, as small as that sounds, just balancing stuff out, if that makes sense. But then if you literally didn't have any of those things, then you're like.
But can you still not date someone because he hasn't got money?
No, I can. But like I said, I would. It depends on age. It's very. I think I look at everyone as an individual. It will depend on your age and what you've told me. Because I feel like if we got to a certain point, if we've been quite open, the way you are yawning, the way you have opened up to me about the past, like it's just your life in general. Like if I can understand, oh, okay, this is how you're in this position. Like if I can understand maybe that you've had a hard time and you're figuring it out, or even if you haven't had time that you're still figuring it out. Like I think it's all individually. I'll look at you as an individual person, but ideally, and I say ideally because this is not the way it's gonna go. I've got no control over it. At the end of the day, my heart wants what my heart